I come now to the second pillar of One Health, which is transdisciplinarity. It means that we engage with academic and non-academic actors in the knowledge process, and we value the contributions of practical knowledge of all stakeholders. We consider academic collaboration between different disciplines as interdisciplinary, and we consider the collaboration between science and society as transdisciplinary. Let me show what it means. Here you see two pictures. On the left side in chart in 2005, on the right side 100 kilometers north of Timbuktu in Mali. But the situation is in each case the same. We bring together the decision makers. This is the chief veterinarian of Chad. These are the political authorities of Timbuktu and the chief medical officer of Timbuktu. These are the concerned population, the Tuareg population in Mali and the nomadic pastoralists in Chad, and the scientists. And if we are able to create an atmosphere of trust, the people and the authorities will share their knowledge with the scientists. And in this way, we can develop transformational knowledge on effective interventions that we could never imagine if we work only on our academic desks. I am the former president of the International the Swiss Transdisciplinary Network of the Swiss Academies, and here you have the website of this Swiss Academy of Science Transdisciplinary Network. If you visit the site, you will find a lot of toolboxes, because it is not trivial to run such processes. I strongly recommend you to include anthropologists or a social scientist to avoid pitfalls in the process. So why is it so difficult? Maybe it is not difficult if you speak completely in the same language, then it is not so difficult. But we are mostly working in intercultural contexts. And here we have just marked the different languages that the people are speaking. Bambara, French, Tamashek, for these people. My doctoral student, she was speaking Swiss, German, French, English, Arabic, and Tamashek, and so on. And we need to find a language that everybody understands. In this case, it was mostly French. But we have to be very, very careful when we translate what is being said. And I just show you this at one example. The word rabies in English, or rage in French, or Tollwut in German, always means the symptom of the disease. Whereas in Arabic, da el kelb, as you see it here, means the disease of the dog. So the Arabic meaning of rabies is etiological. And if you are translating not carefully, you may lose some of the knowledge of the different languages. We speak about epistemicide, we lose knowledge. And that is a risk, and that we have to be very careful about it if we work in intercultural contexts. One of our our very first example of One Health is actually the health of mobile pastoralists in Chad. I was asked in 1998 to study the health of these people, and from a One Health, from a perspective of a veterinarian, and this is when I started my own One Health work. And we created intuitively a mixed team of veterinarians, microbiologists, anthropologists, and medical personnel, and we studied humans and animals in the same time. And we found that there were more animals vaccinated than children. Almost no child had the usual childhood vaccinations. So we decided in such a stakeholder meeting, I just go quickly back, in such a meeting like this one, we decided that we would go for mixed vaccination campaigns. So when the veterinarians go out because they have cars to vaccinate livestock, they took along public health nurses who could then vaccinate children and women. And in this way, we saved 15% of the intervention cost, and we could distribute drugs, and we could do health education. So this was the first time that we demonstrated an added value or an incremental benefit of a closer cooperation of human and animal health. Now, many people tell me, this is very interesting what you are doing, but this is only applicable to developing countries. And I clearly say no. One Health is universally applicable. This here is an example of the Netherlands in 2007 to 2009. They had a massive outbreak of Q fever in humans. And the public health authorities bitterly complained that the veterinary authorities didn't inform them about a massive outbreak of Q fever in goats. So if they would have talked together, maybe the outbreak in humans could not have been entirely prevented, but surely reduced. Another example is integrated infrastructure. With integrated infrastructure, Canada really leads the way. Canada has the so-called Canadian Science Centre for Human and Animal Health in Winnipeg, and by working together between human and animal health, the World Bank estimates that they are saving about 26% of the running cost of the laboratory. So again, cooperation pays off. And the second example where Canada is spearheading is integrated antimicrobial resistance surveillance. This is the flowchart of CPARS, the Canadian Integrated Antimicrobial Resistance Surveillance System, which is led by one authority and follows antimicrobial resistance in human patients, the food chain, animal production, sewage, soil, water, wildlife, basically the whole ecosystem. And in this way, strict One Health that looks only at humans and animals expands to the environment. We speak about ecosystem approaches to health or health in social ecological systems. And the Canadian system can save a lot of money because all the protocols are harmonized, the sampling is harmonized, and they have programmatic advantages because if they discover an antimicrobial resistance in food animals and in humans, they can quickly identify the source of transmission.